Hey, what's going on to you, Aquarius out there? So you have the Hermit, you have the Empress, the King of Swords, and then you have the Judgment, right? These three cards. So obviously the ex doesn't like you and this brand new person getting together. They don't like that, all right? This is where the Judgment comes from. They don't like that. They don't like seeing the two of you together, but there's really nothing essentially that they can do about it. You and this person are happy. There's nothing that they can really do about it except sit back on the sidelines and be upset. Basically, the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords right here is about because you've had enough between yourself and them, meaning the ex, meaning the hard-headed ex. Because for you, Aquarius, who cares, right, about what they care about? Because you tried everything that you possibly could with them, right? Like, you know, it's the same sad tale of a hard-headed individual who doesn't want to take stride and understand what they've lost. They don't want to appreciate anything, and they only understand what they appreciate until they don't have it anymore. But when they were to have it now, because they don't tend to learn from their lessons, what would happen? They would get very upset at the fact that they can't seem to be settled in no matter what they do. Because part of the problem is they only want you now that you're not with anybody, because that's just how messed up their mind is. Their mind is whacked out, right? So you have a lot of value because another person wants you, but you upgraded. And this is what I mean when I say that there's no such thing as that type of mentality, because this person is much more better suited for you, as opposed to this ex that was giving you a hard time, trying to play the game, which is what I vehemently suggest that people do not do. Because people mess around, and then they end up losing because of the fact that they don't appreciate what they have. So next thing you know is the Page of Swords and the Tower. If they were to come back right now, and they know this themselves, if they were to try to come back in your life, they know that you, Aquarius, wouldn't want to have anything to do with them whatsoever. Because they know that they played themselves. They know that they wasted their time. They wasted their own time, and they wasted your time to such a degree that they know that you, Aquarius, don't have anything for them. You don't have anything to talk to them about. You, Aquarius, know what it feels like when you're in a relationship with somebody, or you may know somebody, but then you realize that even though you know this person, and this could be a person that you may not have necessarily seen in years. And then, like, when the two of you end up seeing each other, y'all know each other. Y'all like, hey, what's going on with you? And the person is like, hey, themselves. And you, Aquarius, literally have nothing in common with them anymore because the value systems went apart. This is the same type of scenario that you, Aquarius, and this person have. You know it and they know it. Even though the two of you are not talking, obviously, you, Aquarius, know who you once were. Was the 8th month, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, the top of the year at January, or late last year? You obviously are not the same way. Same thing with them. They know that you're not the same way. They know that you're not going to put up with their type of nonsense. They know this. So the Hangman represents they know to stay away. They know better than to try to run up and say something to you, which could essentially, they know better than to call you. They know this. They know that if they call you or reach out to you, you're going to tell them F off, no, or any other creative words that you, Aquarius, can come up with. Not only that, but I wouldn't think that the significant other, if they actually care, would care about you, that is, would actually be too fond of that either. they would probably tell those people to F off too. So they know this already. So the next thing is the magician, which is you continuing to move forward, have fun, and to make life essentially what it is that you Aquarius want to make it. The magician is an individual that makes life what they want to make it. See, the whole point of the magician in the first place, the whole point of the magician in the first place is to make the reality whatever they want it to be. This is why they are resorting to magic, because magic looks stupid to people who do not understand it. Mysticism looks really wild to people who don't understand what mysticism is about. But when you understand what mysticism is about, mysticism is essentially turning the person who is using it, the practitioner, into a magician. The magician, i.e. you, the practitioner, wants to change their reality. But it doesn't always have to be specifically logical. It doesn't always have to be logical. This is why it is that I say that pure logic is not an indication of intelligence. Pure emotionalism is not an indication of intelligence. It's when you bring the two together, is when the two gets married together, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, is when the two actually make something work, right? So the practitioner of magic, i.e. you Aquarius, you want to change something to where it's not always the most logical. You want to go from point A to point Z in the fastest of ways, the safest of ways for yourself, and the most advantageous of ways for yourself, without it always having to be slow, steady, logical, and all this other type of nonsense attached to it. That's what your happiness is about. You Aquarius wished for it, you Aquarius got it. Okay? Page of Cups and the Ace of Wands right here is about, because you Aquarius have had enough time to deal with dolt after idiot after idiot after idiot. They are supposed to know boundaries. They're supposed to know that they're not supposed to cheat on their significant other. They're grown enough to know why that's bad, why that's not a very good thing, and why that there's going to be consequences behind that, because it breaks the trust of the bond, right, that the two of you were striving to create. With that being said, though, just understand what the cards are saying is, just understand that obviously things between yourself and this significant other is not going to be perfect. So I don't want y'all to start thinking that things are going to be perfect. You have to really understand that nothing is perfect, and that when the two of you hit some form of a speed bump in the metaphorical road, when things get rough, you have to remember the life that the two of you are building together, as opposed to the life that you compromised so that the other person can have. You don't want to start thinking like that, because once you start thinking like that, what's going to happen is that's going to compromise the integrity of the relationship. And once the integrity of the relationship is compromised, the quality of the relationship essentially dwindles down. It starts to collapse from the inside, okay, of the relationship, which is not good. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Page of Wands, Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Tower. Page of Wands, the Lovers, also represents how this ex is also waiting in the wings to see if you and this person have essentially broken up. So they are counting on the two of you breaking up, so that this person can swoop in and feel like they're a superhero, or look like a superhero, right? After they swooped in, now the two of you can essentially get back together. So basically, they dirty macking. they're looking to swoop in and try to take advantage of the situation at the fact that you, Aquarius, are down, right? If the two of you break up, they hope that you do. Okay? If this relationship does not really constitute a breakup, then don't break up. You know, I'm sure y'all know this, but don't break up. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords is about, because the situation with this is that a lot of you Aquarius and this person, like I said before, this person is waiting on the two of you to break up. They're hoping, they're waiting on it, they're hoping on it, and that's ultimately based upon you and the person that you and the person that you married to, you and the person that you're in a relationship with. That's 100% based upon the two of you. Okay? This person, this outside force individual is hoping that the two of you do break up, that is. So, because they dirty macking, they don't want to actually see you, Aquarius, and this newfound person happy. That's a terrible, goofy thought process to have, but unfortunately, this is the way that this goofy individual thinks. So that's pretty much it for now. Overall, very good reading. You got a lot of jealous people, jealous at the fact that you, Aquarius, done moved on, but there's really nothing that they can do about it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 20,000 above subscribers. I have 13,703 subscribers. So please, appreciate it if you would.